I don't usually pull this camper with this vehicle. This is a Toyota SR5 four-wheel drive. It's heavy. It's a heavy vehicle. It's made to pull heavy loads. But this is my wife's, and hers is a SR5. And I don't know the difference, except that this one is heavier than that one. It will carry a heavier load than this one. It's newer. This is 10 years newer than that one. I was thinking there was a different emblem, but this says SR5 and this says SR5. Maybe this one's just older. I noticed this one had, it looked like when I was putting it in four-wheel drive to come up the hill, it looks like it might have had extra gear, extra low gear. But what I'm going to do is, we camp. My wife loves to camp. We started talking about doing some boondocking. And boondocking is when you go camping and you don't have electricity to plug into. And you bring your own water. These things have water tanks in them. They have water pumps built into them. You can carry your waste in a black tank and a gray tank in here, and then drain it out at various places or back at home. I want to carry a generator, and I've got a pretty big generator, and because it's a pretty big generator, I need a pretty good place to set it. So what I want to do is take this back bumper and put this trailer mount on it, and then I've got a thing that folds down that's like a shelf that I could basically pull that generator up on. So what I want to do is put this on here, reinforce this bumper on the ends, on the corners, and underneath this. Take this spare tire off and move it to on top of this bumper so that it will sit literally right here, and then it can be up above the thing, little fold down thing. I've got enough metal to reinforce all of this, and so rather than move my tools down there, I might want to do some welding and such. I thought it'd be easier just to bring this up here and do the work right here. And I'm going to a car show day after tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure I can get this out of here. Actually, what I'll do is she's going to the store later, so when she goes, I'll pull this Studebaker out of here and put it down yonder in the back garage, and then I may pull this up and back this camper right up to the doorway. But we're going to spend a day or two reconstructing this bumper, putting this shelf on it, moving the spare tire, and doing stuff like that. So that's my plan, and that's what will keep me busy for the next day or two until I got the next car show coming up. Oh, the joy. So this back bumper has a space in the middle where you can run a hose, and you need a hose when you're camping. And if I put bolts through it, I'm not going to be able to use it that way. So I think what I might do instead is just weld the thing here and then weld the pieces under it, do it with welding instead of with bolts. That way I don't have to block up the hole through the center of that. I think I'm going to pull the camper forward and back it up to the garage. Get it right, get that bumper right in here, because that's the area where I'm going to want to be working from if I'm going to be welding. Oh, there's your wire. That's 92 inches. That'd be 46 inches to the center. I could place that up under this. And if I did that, then I could my reinforcement piece under here. In fact, I could use these outside clamps. I might need to make another hole in this, bolt this under here, because I got enough room to get it on the front. And then let that sit there while I spot weld it, and then run another piece underneath it to brace it up. That would get this lower down by that much. Yes, what that 2-3 inches there anyway, which would help, would work. So all I need to do that. Actually, that looks like those two holes right there would work. I don't know if they would fit my clamp. Nope, I'm close. Alright, let's make us some mark where we want our next hole. I don't usually expect to get away with making a hole that big on one pass, but it worked out just fine. So, let's see, we'll get a hole on the other side over here. That's going to work. I'm going to woggle them out a little bit more, but that's going to work. I don't have a bit chuck to fit this. I ordered one online that's supposed to fit everything. We'll see if it's going to fit this. Sometimes it's easier to monkey something up than it is to change the drill on it. That goes in there. That goes in there good. Let's go put that on and we'll see what it looks like. I'll bring you with me. Oh, I ought to wash that off. Looks like it's starting to rain a little bit. On top of everything else. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna go get the rack that I want to put on here and put it on here, see where it sits and how much space I got behind it when I raise it up, because I think I've got enough space to put that tire behind it. Although I might have to make a little different, what am I trying to say, bracket for it. We'll see. Let me go get that rack and we'll see. I'm just not really quite as young as I used to be, and I can feel it in a lot of places when I go to lifting something that heavy and that awkward. Try to keep all my body parts intact until I'm dead. And I know that doing this ain't the best thing. But, job needs to be done. Oh well. That will fit. Well, that is very annoying. I'm afraid that might happen. So I'm going to need something else. I need to go down to the steel pile, see what I can find. So very often you find out that things aren't as easy as they're supposed to be, but that piece here is the exact same size as this piece right here, so that when you put the two of them together, they butt together on the end rather than one going into the other. I don't know why they made this that way, but this piece right here will fit over both of these pieces, and this piece right here will fit inside both of these pieces. So my thinking is, if I cut this here, I push that up into that piece and that up into that piece, and then I take that piece and put it over both of them. and then figure out a way to connect them. And I could weld them on, because to be honest with you, unless I don't want to get too far myself, because it'd be better if there was a pin, as you all know. But I still have to think about all that. One thing at a time. So I'm going to cut this piece right here. And we're going to try it all, see how it fits, see how it sits. And I guess we'll take it from there. I think before I put that on there, I want to cut that piece off and slip it up onto this. That way, if I like it, I can pull that back over that and then figure out how's the best way to tie all that together. So, yeah, I'll knock this one down. And we'll cut that little, that is a piece of a motor mount there. And I cut it down short for something, probably a Volkswagen engine. I got lots of motor mounts. I can afford to sacrifice this for what I want to do. So that's too far. I don't need that to be that far back. I'm gonna have to change that. I'm not sure how. Maybe I could just cut that off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to study on that. I'm used to doing things and having them be more difficult than you expect. Sometimes it's just like, is this even worth the trouble? So, having said that, if I cut off end of this piece, I'm gonna have to think on this. I mean, I might need to go in the house and drink some tea and rest for a minute, think about what I'm doing. Yeah, that might be what I need to do. But it stopped, so we will do this. Oh, the joy. There's my honey baby right there. She's coming out, so she can help me do this. Which side you want?
Probably this side. Higher might be over there, over that way.
You could tilt it instead of trying to pick it up. Kind of slide it forward. that hard. Not too bad.
No.
Now my thinking is, we take this with us, so we don't want this thing running right up close to the camper.
Right.
So if I can stand this up, like maybe put it right here, and then put a gas can back here, then we could take it all with us. And when we get to the campground, that wasn't too hard to sit on there. I don't think it would be too hard to set it on that.
Right.
Roll that away, crank it, plug it in. When we get through, we do the whole thing. Get back on it.
We definitely have to go now that you've done all this.
No? Well,
No, we're supposed to find a time in June.
huh?
Find a time in June when
Yeah,
the weather looks
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave it on there. It's just one of those things where if we do go, I'm gonna have to go into the tank of getting everything ready. It may be easier just to leave it sideways, because that way we don't have to lean over the thing. Or we can get it here. And it's supposed to sit there. If we can get a hand over here, just screw that down with it. That wasn't too bad, was it?
Nope.
And actually, from here, we could,
If you pull it over that way, because it's up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I can do now is take the camper back down there. You want to do that now with me?
Okay.
So I'll pull this in here.